Hello again, everyone. This is the certified fake Englishman, and I feel that I needed to talk to everyone this morning over something I found quite upsetting. Um, there has been advertisement on many websites for the last several weeks about Aldi starting to carry Pokemon in the Ascended Heroes premium package. So, for today. And so I went there, I got there about 9 o'clock when they opened, I think it was. And a little bit after. And when I talked to the manager and asked, "Hey, do you carry this?" They said, "Well, we did, but we ran out right away, and it was a mess this morning because they had just started carrying them, so they didn't have any procedures like keep them behind the counter or limit them to so many people." So they said that it was a big problem that morning there were people waiting out line, and many of them they thought were teens or maybe someone in their early 20s, along with a few, they said, senior citizens who they had talked to later who were waiting to buy some things for their grandchildren. But because there was no limit and they had set them out in the aisles, they said they had a little over 30 of the items. The few people in front, they said, that were the teens or people in their 20s, they actually were shoving the other people out of the way and grabbing as many as they could and bringing them up front. They actually knocked down one of the senior citizens to get more boxes. So the three people up front got all of the boxes. They were knocking people out of the way. They may have hurt someone. They don't even know, nor do they care. Um, and the person at the front was quite upset about it, but there's no company protocol for it, so she couldn't do anything. She had to sell them. Um, and she said that she would like it so that there are limits, and she is going to recommend that to corporate. Now, I'm not upset that I didn't get one. I'm upset about the behavior of people, especially, it doesn't just mean young kids and at all. There are plenty of adults and people, older adults, that are doing the same thing. They're selling these on the aftermarket and they're doing this for a living. Um, I usually, for my son and I, we do a video called the Brody and Dad Pokemon Show. I'll usually buy one for us to open and one for us to keep. Um, but many people don't care that there are other people that can't get them. I mean, this is a lot of it for children, and unfortunately, they are priced out of the market because of this. I can't afford to be spending $50 on the items that were sold for 22. Don't mind people making money, but I think there's a thing called fairness and common decency. We shouldn't be knocking over other people to make a few bucks. So I am hoping that people listening to this, maybe that have seen this, haven't gone through it or thought about doing it, maybe change their mind and say, I've got mine. Let's leave some for other people, which is what it's intended for. I can still make money, but I also want to be fair. I think we've lost what fairness is and what's right. I mean, again, knocking down senior citizens is not cool to get some Pokemon. The manager is going to talk to corporate and see what they say. That, if I were in the area when it actually happened, I would say I don't condone violence, nor would I want to get in a fight over Pokemon. Although, if you see someone behaving like that, you're like, I'm have to step in and do something about it. I hope that it doesn't happen again. I hope that people can be reasonable and fair. And that is why a lot of the places, although we complain sometimes, oh, you can only get one or two, but they're trying to be fair. So let's all try to be considerate of our fellow human beings and be fair and realize that we can still have fun with this pastime, this hobby. And if you want, you can still make money, but there is the difference between making a little money and be blatantly taking advantage of other people. So until next time, I hope that I see some great behavior or people telling me that they agree with me or don't agree with me. Everyone, take care and have fun storming the castle. Bye-bye.